The Nikon ZR compact cinema camera is perfect for many different video production scenarios, from daily vlog recording to professional cinematic work. This video introduces the setup and essential settings for creating videos with the ZR, including R3D NE RAW video shooting. First, let's introduce our recommended settings. By default, the ZR automatically turns off to save power when the standby timer expires. You can prevent this by selecting No Limit for Standby Timer in Custom Settings C3, Power Off Delay. Select High for auto temperature cutout in the Setup menu to reduce the likelihood of the camera turning off automatically while being used for extended periods or in direct sunlight. The default value for white balance, choose color temperature, is 5000 Kelvin. You can adjust this value as needed. To display a crosshairs at the center of the frame, select it with Custom Setting G21, Custom Monitor Shooting Display. To avoid having shooting information overlap your subject, select Small for Monitor Display Size in the Setup menu. Before switching the shooting display, next, let's look at some useful settings for mastering the ZR. In addition to the frequently used Eye menu functions, the ZR features multiple assist displays such as a framing grid, brightness information, and a red border indicating that recording is in progress. The ZR offers 4 focus modes. With AFF, the camera automatically tracks and focuses on the subject as it moves. This mode is effective in situations where manual focusing is difficult, such as when shooting with a gimbal. You can also focus using Touch AF by combining AFF with Auto Area AF. The Move Focus Point Touch AF option allows for creative videography through gradual focus transitions. With AFC, the camera tracks and focuses on the subject while the shutter release button is pressed halfway. This mode is effective for cinematic shooting where subjects may be temporarily obstructed or when precise control over focus is required. Next, let's look at the essential basic settings for shooting RAW video with the ZR. The ZR offers 3 types of RAW video recording formats: NRAW, R3D NE, and ProRes RAW. Both NRAW and ProRes RAW use either N-Log or SDR tone modes. R3D NE uses Log 3G10, red-wide gamut RGB, the tonal gradation used with RED cinema cameras. You'll notice differences in the overall look when comparing R3D NE footage with standard LUTs applied to NRAW with N-Log Gamma. But another significant change is the ISO sensitivity setting. The dual base ISO feature is enabled in the R3D NE recording format, requiring a 2-step process for ISO sensitivity settings. First, selecting either low sensitivity or high sensitivity base ISO sensitivity mode, then setting the specific ISO value. The low sensitivity is ISO 800, while high sensitivity corresponds to ISO 6400, and the ISO sensitivity values can be adjusted within a range of 2 stops above or below the base ISO value for each setting. Generally, using a lower ISO sensitivity than the base ISO sensitivity produces more tonal gradation in the shadows, while using a higher ISO sensitivity produces more tonal gradation in the highlights. For example, when setting the ISO sensitivity to 1600 in a low-light environment. Selecting high sensitivity as the base ISO sensitivity and lowering the value produces more tonal gradation in the shadows and clearer footage with less noise compared to selecting low sensitivity and raising the value. This technique of intentionally setting ISO sensitivity is also essential for controlling the texture of an image. Next, let's look at how to set a 3D LUT. When recording R3D NE videos, you can convert the log image to standard contrast by setting custom setting G15 3D LUT to on. It can also be applied by setting View Assist to on in the Assist display. Use an external display that supports LUT to apply this LUT to external output images, as the LUT's effect does not apply to video's output via the HDMI connector. To reproduce the same look as the ZR's built-in LUT, download the LUT from the official RED website and apply it to your external display. Select a file with medium contrast and R2 medium in its file name to match with the ZR's built-in LUT, and select a file with medium contrast and R3 soft in its file name for RED's standard tonality. When using the waveform monitor with R3D NE recording, check the exposure using the warning lines displayed as the highlight clipping level changes. Finally, let's take a look at some useful accessories that extend the ZR's functionality. We recommend Arca-type dovetails, as they allow for quick switching between vertical and horizontal positions. Attaching an external battery allows longer shooting sessions, such as for documentary filming. Using a dedicated XLR adapter provides XLR audio input. We recommend using a height-adjustable baseplate when attaching a matte box on rods. While the ZR is designed as an all-in-one camera that can shoot without accessories, you can experiment and find an optimal setup that suits your shooting style.